Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy June 16th. It's time to go. I just woke up about 20 minutes ago. Went to sleep around, last time I looked on my clock, it was 11:22. Not a lot of sleep, but I got a lot of sleep the night before, and I'm jacked. So, hyped, so ready to go. Coffee's rocking. I'm packing quick, and gonna get moving. It'd be cool to pull 20 miles today. We'll see if that happens. All right, hiking by 6:29. Not bad for waking up at 5:34, having gone to bed at 11:30 p.m. You can't get the night out of a night owl. So today I'm mostly cruising flat. At some point there's going to be a creek crossing, Evolution Creek, which is the tributary fed by the lakes that I just hiked by yesterday, and that's a lot of water. I'll tell you what, boy, that's a lot of water. I'm really not keen to get my feet wet for a little while. I have a couple of hot spots right there. Sorry, right there and there. Just from being barefoot, not wearing socks, and going through so much water yesterday. Little dirt gets in there and hot spots happen. And I just gonna be wearing socks for the majority of today while those hot spots callus up. But the creek crossing, Evolution Creek, it's apparently so intense that there's a alternate route around it. The alternate route is very, very swampy and buggy. Another creek. I ain't fucking with this. Ugh. Is this strong enough to hold me? Hope so. So, I'm inclined. People are saying the crossing is swift and waist deep. I'm inclined to do it in order to avoid a swampy, boggy shithole. We'll see though. I think the cautious, responsible thing to do would be to take the alternate. So that's probably what I'll do. And then the crux of the day is seeming like it's going to be a pass, Selden Pass. But that's in like 13 or 14 miles. So it's 32 miles to VVR. And I'd really rather get the larger chunk of that done today. Yesterday was 15 miles. I think it was the fact that I pushed myself the day before and got really tired, but also had a lot of flat, cruisy trail that allowed me to eke out a 20, near 20. And yesterday, although I got a late start, today I'm starting 2 hours earlier than yesterday. So if I can really make some miles and get to Selden Pass, get over Selden, that should be only like 10 miles to VVR tomorrow if I can pull a 20er today, but I'm not counting on it. It's all what the body says. Body's feeling good. My bowel movement experiment sort of worked, but something's making my butthole bleed. And I think it's a combination of all the Sambo Olek chili paste I'm eating on everything, and a lack of fiber. Because last stretch, when I had all that dried fruit, I didn't have any issues like that. All of my stools were very, very healthy. So, and I've had pretty much next to no fiber in this stretch. Just hecka protein bars, hecka ramen, hecka Sambo Olek sauce. So, there's that. Sorry for the TMI, ladies and children. Anyways, it's a beautiful day. I love the chilly morning part of the day. The morning's one of my favorite times to get miles done. It just feels really productive. So, Alexa, play Friend of the Devil by Grateful Dead. Actually, you know what? Alexa, disregard. Alexa, play Saint Stephen by the Grateful Dead off of their infamous Oxymoxa album. Thank you, Alexa. Look at this look at this little meadow right here. Little swampy little meadow. Big old beast. Look at that beast. See? Mosquito Central, dude. But those meadows, it's so Sierra. It's so Sierra. You feel me? Feel me? Who says that? Is that Cat Williams? No. Feel me? Dang, I gotta remember which comedian that is. He's funny as heck. So, something that's happened to me periodically on the trail is I get numb hands. My hands go numb. Happens in my sleep, and it started happening about after like a few years before I quit. A few years before the end of my bike career, and it's a cycling thing. It's basically carpal tunnel. So I worked more hours than almost any career in Seattle. And I'm not trying to brag. Circumstances resulted in me having to work a lot. My first like 5-6 years as a courier. And I pulled almost 9-year stint. And ow, crap. After dang, that hurt. I just clipped the top of my toe on a root. I've only stubbed my toes 6 times in the last 847 miles. Hey. But so much time on the bike with your hands on the bars, and dude, my hands started to go numb. I mean, cashiers get carpal tunnel a lot, and after a while, it would just, my hands started, and I'd go through 3-4 pairs of cycling gloves a year, one every season, and it's just a way the game go. What was I doing? I think I'd broken a collarbone, and I was seeing someone for physical therapy. And at this physical therapist's office, I was sitting right next to a guy who was 57 and had been a garbage man for 35 years. And his hardly any of his fingers worked because he'd been flicking the levers for the garbage truck for 35 years. And so he was in PT for that. So, it's just the way your job goes. Different occupational hazards and side effects. And started about 4 years ago. And it would be so gnarly that if I slept, I'm a side sleeper, predominantly. And if I fell asleep on my side, I would wake up and not be able to feel that hand. and then I'd have pins and needles, and I have to like sit up, flex my arm, flex my hand, and then the only way that I could, prevent it was sleeping on my back or my stomach, and that happened the night before last, and I noticed it from having my hands up in the straps and on my poles. It was causing similar feeling, so that's something. Last night it didn't happen though. I did have to inflate my mattress. I've been fighting the potential reality that my mattress has a leak, my pad, for like a month now, because some nights it'll hold air, but usually it's about a 3 hours before it's low enough that like my hip touches the ground. And yeah, I think I might have to stick it in a lake somewhere soon and try and find its pinhole, because it screams pinhole to me. Look at that. Oh man, beautiful valley out there with the South Fork Kings River, I think. No, that's Evolution Creek, running through there. So yeah, there's that. Also, my knees hurt. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no pain at all, no matter what I'm doing, 10 being, oh shit, I need to stop and rest all day, I can't walk. I'm at like, my knees, they're like a 3. Yeah, 3. Rest feels good. They don't hurt uphill. It's the flats and the downhills. So it's just wear and tear, I think. I'm gonna stop for a smoke break after a few miles and slather some Tiger Balm on them and get more sleep tonight. But what I really, I just came upon this tree, and I just thought, I wonder how many people watching are familiar with the Yin Yang Twins, huh? Because booty, rockin' everywhere. Booty, rockin' everywhere. Booty. I found you, Miss New Booty. Get it together, bring it back to me. Hit the Players Club for about a month. Wait a minute, is that what he says? Put a tan on, then see what it do. Get it right, get it tight. Feel me? Who is that? Who says it? Oh, gosh. Hi, pretty lady. You got some nice big ears, I can tell. Oh, that's a boy. It's a man. Hello, sir. Oh, yeah. Looking good. Yeah, yes you are. What a strapping young lad. Gonna have quite the rack on you this fall. Oh my goodness. Whew. What a boy. That's a boy right there. Oh, look. Oh, that's a girl. Is that your girl here? Girls, there's a virile young man down the hill from you. Oh, you're good. Calm down, Mike. Calm down. Whoa, there's a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do believe I've stumbled into a herd of deer. Do you call a bunch of deer a herd? Whoa, look at them go. Oh, sorry, I startled you. Dang. They're so pretty. Yeah. Oh, what? What's that? Oh, it's a ranger station. So cool. Yo! They have these ranger stations all throughout here, because the rangers will hike in and stay for a while for whatever their shift is. I'm gonna pop in and see what's up. Say what up to the ranger. I don't want to get wet. Well, this is the McClure Ranger Station. If you're having an emergency and I'm not in the area, please leave a note which details your name and description of clothes, gear, include trail name, your age, sex, and gender. Ha! You're gonna have to give them your sex and your gender because they might need that information if you have a medical emergency. Oh. Date and time you're at the station, nature of the emergency, direction you're traveling, your current plan. If you have a satellite phone or GPS messenger, you can contact Sequoia and Kings Canyon Dispatch, activate SOS if necessary. Your safety is your responsibility. There's no radio kept inside the station. Enjoy your time in this incredible space. Cool. Clothesline, all that. Whoa, look. Garbage can. There's a toilet up there. They got nice toilets. They got solar panel, fire pit. See, the Rangers be having fires. They even got the spit ready. They got the spit braces ready. Shout out to the Rangers. A lot of people bitch and moan about the current state of, things with federal funding being cut and all that, and oh no, they're losing jobs. Well, guess what? Sometimes you gotta cull the flock, cull the herd, weed the garden. And there's gonna be some growing pains, folks. These things are necessary. Oh, my knees hurt. Wow. Just hiking through some timber, and oh, look at that. That is a raging river. There's a gate up here. It's marked on far out, wire fence. What would this have been used for? What do you think this would have been used for? Some wire right there. Posts all the way up. No signs. Can't be that old. Wow. Solid gate. Wow. Oh wow. Oh look, it actually works. Oh nice, T.I. Ride with me, homie, let me show you where we kick it at. Where thru hikers be sitting at. Woo, let's go, Bankhead! 8:13 in the morning. Evolution Meadow. If the water level in Evolution Creek is high, the trail crossing may be hazardous. Alternative crossing, follow route through meadow and across the creek. In the name of dry feet, despite the fact that I'm a sandal wearer, excuse me, sorry ladies, kids, try to burp politely. In the name of dry feet, I'm taking the PCT route and I'm going to try this river crossing. It's still early, so might not be swollen. Also, despite notes on far out saying, oh, it's sketchy, every crossing thus far that has been like, it's sketchy, it's not been sketchy to me. So, different comfort levels, different skill levels. I'm going to skip the bugs and the mud. And get a nice good bath. Wash myself, at least waist high. A nice campsite. It's just such a buggy meadow, buggy valley. Even Jimmy told me, bruh, if the mosquitoes, because Jimmy did the JMT with his brother Danny last year, because Danny, aka Phantom, hiked the PCT last year. So Jimmy was like several days back, was like, dude, if you don't think the mosquitoes are bad now, just wait. They're gonna be so bad that you can't move fast enough to get away from them. And that is already the case. By the time you're watching this, all viewers, I'll have crossed this creek. Am I nervous? No, I'm not. You can't be nervous about stuff like this. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm not gonna get hurt. It's not even gonna be spicy. Utter confidence, no doubts. I'm gonna get water after I cross the creek. Something tells me this is not the creek crossing. Taking my socks off. Oh, the fucking mosquitoes. I don't even need poles for this. Oh my God. Oh, it's cold. So cold. It's not snow though. Whew. Fudge. There it is. This worst part. Last step. Where all the grit gets up in your sandal. Damn. Friggin' ice axe catching on the deadfalls, the blowdowns. And another one. This is nothing. This is just water on trail, man. I mean, literally. Oh boy. I think this is it. Whoa. Huh. Fuck me. Okay. This is not something to joke about. This is serious shit, man. Crossing right there. Right there. Yep, that's what I'm doing. It's fine. I can tell. Flying up the shot. Good shot, mate. Not bad. Not bad at all. Whew. Cold as hell. Cold as hell. Just, it went about 3 inches over my knees in the deepest section there. You just look for the most washboard part of the water and get after it. That's the alternate. It was moving, you know what, it was moving fast. For how deep it was, I mean, that volume of water, this time of year, it was moving fast. Definitely one of those crossings you could totally underestimate. Just try to haul ass across it. But I took it nice and slow there. No issues. But just like feeling that raw power of nature. You know, sometimes it's good to just feel it. And yeah, 8:35. Keep going. That's the river. That's where your body gets washed down if you slip in that crossing back there. Shortly after that crossing, about 1/8 of a mile down the creek, are some like 15-foot rapids. But man, after something like that, dang, I feel invincible. I feel like such a badass, invincible. Literally, I feel invincible. I got the same feeling, you get the same feeling if you land like a fat air in a deep bowl, or if you like make a sketch, blow through a sketchy red, or get through a sketchy spot in traffic. Afterwards, it's just like, whoa, let's go. But that's what'll get you killed. So you gotta be humble about being a badass if you're gonna be a badass. Oh man. Sheesh. Breakfast time. And look at this. Woo! Look at that beast! I love a good waterfall. I really do. I really do. Hate to eat and run, but gotta make miles. All right, so the vanilla almond builder bar, not bad. Not bad at all. They all have that weird chalky protein taste, but I like them. Oh, we're coming up to another bridge. I love a good bridge. Oh, whoa. This is the San Joaquin River. Whoa, what is that? Sick. It's a bone. Cubone, bone, Cubone. Wow. What a lovely bridge. What a lovely river. Oh my gosh, this is great. What do we have here? Florence Lake, 18 miles, Goddard Canyon, Grahamhead Lake. Huh, sweet. Evolution Valley, 2 miles. Very nice, very nice. I gotta put my socks on. I know I don't have a creek crossing for quite a while, and I really don't want to get any strap chafe. Dang, this would be a nice place to camp. There's a campsite on the other side of the bridge. All right, second time I've had to put strap chafe on all trail. Look at that. That is strap chafe. Boom. Too much river, too much grit. But that'll take care of it. That and some socks. Oh my gosh. Look at this absolutely dank section of trail. This is so Washington. Man. Still got to be around 6,000, 7,000 feet though, which is crazy. I'm probably higher than that. Oh, unreal. Of course, beautiful section like this is when I gotta wear socks. Oh well. For this being my second brush with any sort of chafing or hot spots on my feet, all trail and no blisters, no complaints. Trail sure is rocky though. Can't look around at the beautiful surroundings because I'm too busy trying not to step on these sharp, pointy rocks. Oh, look at this. Another lovely bridge. One more time across the San Joaquin River. Jeez, it's a nice river too. Wow. Solid bridge, dude. Whew. Oh man, what a great day. And that's a whole hillside of Manzanita. Phew. Noise! Oh my gosh. Look at this beautiful little grove of birches next to the Blue River. Oh man. Dude, just this is my kind of territory. I love this so much. This is like, oh, goodness gracious. And do you know what those are? Those big mothers are Sierra junipers. They grow big like cedars, but they're junipers. Wow. I passed another hiker earlier, ran into him, and then passed him because I hike faster. His name's Rambler. He's a vegan. I served him at KMS. Haven't seen him since. We spoke about veganism quite a bit. And he had a plant identification app, so he ID'd the Sierra juniper because he thought they were cedars. So did I. Also met a lovely guy named Daniel from SoCal, raised in Boston. This, even though this is like the kind of scenery I was hoping for in the Sierras, for some reason, it makes me want to hike more. It doesn't have the effect I want to sit here and hang out by this river all day. I'm just yes, nice. Stoke on the scenery, let's hike. I don't know what it is. $10.21. Look at that. I love it. Been seeing the trail go on like this, straight forward through the forest like that. Ooh. This is like the third time this morning. And I've been moving for almost 4 hours with very minimal breaks. I think I'm gonna stop for lunch at the junction to the Muir Trail Ranch. I'm trying to think of reasons to go. Number one, I'm gonna run out of toilet paper if I spend too much time there. Number two, it just seems like, I don't need the power, and I just be banking on whether or not there might be drinks and snackies. And there's no guarantee of that. And it's 1 mile off trail to the ranch, 1 mile back. So honestly, dude, like, I've got snackies. Soda sounds nice right now. Beer always sounds nice, but I don't need either one of those. So yeah, I'd rather get to VVR and get some Wi-Fi, talk to my mom, upload some videos. I've got all 4 episodes of Sassy the Sasquatch by Jared Wright. And I rewatched them a ton of times now. So it'd be nice to get some different stuff in my YouTube repertoire. Oh man. I just decided I'm gonna eat my Nor rice side for lunch. I don't want to eat oatmeal for lunch. Look at this. Another bridge. Cool. Love bridges. This is sick. Jeez. Oh, this is some serious stonework. Damn. Entering John Muir Wilderness Area. Entering Kings Canyon National Park. Wow. Oh yeah, here's this poor guy. Missing person, First Lieutenant Matthew Kraft. Planned itinerary was 195-mile Sierra High Route. February 24th, 2019. Oh shit! That's a slippery fucking rock! Gosh. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's a gnarly river. John Muir Wilderness. Florence Lake, Selden Pass to the left. Kings Canyon National Park is where I'm coming from. And this is a separate trail that goes up that direction, up to Paiute Pass. Damn Paiutes! This looks like a keen spot for a lunch break. Shit! All right. So, this is lunch because I've done 9.9 miles for the day and Selden Pass is only 9.3 miles away. Tack on 2 miles to that to get over the other side. It's 11 o'clock. I'm going over Selden today. It wouldn't be the Sierras if I didn't go over a pass. It just wouldn't. There's no mosquitoes here. It's by a lovely river. I can see a butterfly. It's shady. What more could you ask for? Look at my food bag. Not much in there. Just enough. Changed shirts earlier because I knew it was going to be warm. It didn't smell that bad. There's some ants on the ground, but that's it. There's ants everywhere. Bloody everywhere, man. The nipple on my gas canister is crooked. I don't know why. I don't know how that even happens. There we go. I got it out of a hiker box, so what do you expect? I'm not going to do the whole package of rice. Just some. Just half of it. cheddar broccoli. Yum! Yum, 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 yum. Dying for this cheddar broccoli. Hell yeah. The butter's still cold. No better butter. Oh, there's one mosquito. All the powder and seasoning in these, all these falls to the bottom. Get off of it. So you gotta shake it up. Shake it up. Feels like about half. All right, just had an awesome lunch break here with Sunday from Germany and Rambler, who I met back in Kennedy Meadows. I couldn't believe I ran into him today. And also Popcorn. And yeah, it's just been a really awesome lunch. Been here for over an hour. Found out that we're all like the same age, which is sick, except for Rambler. But Rambler actually runs ultra marathons. Yeah, which is amazing. How long was the one that you did across Alaska?
62 miles, but I've run a couple hundreds.
Okay. Wow. 62 miles across Alaska. I'm about to take off. Gonna go try and get over Selden Pass today. The day goes on. Off we go. I'm gonna hike with these people for a while. Into the John Muir Wilderness. Okay. My gosh. That was such an awesome break with all three of those radical people. Holy cow. Such an awesome time. I love meeting people my age. Like, and exactly my age? Crazy. I just love meeting them because relating with someone else and oh shit, the rocks are so slick here. You know, exactly, you know, the same age as me, with the experience that life has had on me, and hearing it from other people's perspectives is like, thank God. It just feels like, wow, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. In the most extreme way. I have hikes for 10 miles, and I have probably 10 or 12 to go if I want to go over Selden. But I have told myself that I will see how I feel when I get to the base of Selden. Also, I think it might be 3.6 miles to the next water. And I just left that raging river, the Paiute River, and could have gotten water, but he didn't. I have like a quarter of a liter, so might get a little thirsty. It's nice. It's nice to remind oneself of just how sick it is to be in a region of the trail with so much water, and it's and despite it being vast and extreme, the hospitable factor of there being water abounding is, I'm so grateful for it. Because in the desert, if you left a water source and you had a quarter liter and you had 3.5 miles to go, it'd be like, shoot, I have to run back and get water. But I've been really hydrated today, and yeah, feeling good about it. So, and Popcorn, he's got family stuff to attend to. So he's going to be getting off in after the Sierras. He's not too happy about it. He's kind of sad about it, but he's got a killer outlook on it, and he's just really just bathing in the gratitude. And we were all talking about how the experiences of meeting other people has been. So I have every reason to camp with those fine folk at Selden Pass, the bottom of Selden Pass tonight. So see how the rest of the day goes. They took off, and Popcorn made a joke about me hiking fast. And it's like, bro, I just want to tell people, dude, I don't hike fast. Like, I struggle to get out of camp early. I struggle to get out of camp fast. I'm the slowest packer. Like, if I can break camp in less than an hour, that's like record breaking for me. And I have to walk so slow over the gnarly ground. But, you know, you get a little bit ahead of people a couple times, and all of a sudden they think you're fast. And it's like, bro, big up yourself. Because actually, you're the fast one. I literally can't walk as fast as you in your padded ass toe pose. It's sick. I love hiking in sandals though, so that's my thing. It's all of our own individual ways and selves. It's badass, man. It's badass. Getting water from this. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. It's fine. It's still nice, cold mountain water. It's 2.5 miles to the next water. I just got the driest mouth. I don't want to make that far. Oh, it's warm. Heat of the day. Heat of the day. I passed the junction going to Muir Trail Ranch, so c'est la vie. 7 miles to the top of Selden. It's not even, it's just now like 1 o'clock. I think I got this. Oh, dude. I can't even put into perspective on camera how big these trees are. 7 feet across. Shoo. Little junction action. Florence Lake down there. Selden Pass up the hill. Kings Canyon National Park. Paiute Pass. It's really incredible to see the signs and know, like, dang, I came from Kings Canyon National Park. We all are. All of us hikers, like, here, we're done with that. We hiked through that. Sick. Oh, I do like climbing, though. Oh, butterfly. It's hot. Very hot. Feels like it's in the upper 80s. Maybe it's hotter though. Ain't that just the cutest little campfire you ever did see? It's tiny. Some gal named Pika just appeared out of nowhere. I was getting water, waiting for Someday and Popcorn to pull up. And out of the blue, some chick named Pika shows up and was like, "You want some Cliff Bars?" And throws me a bag of like 13 Cliff Bars over the creek. And then disappeared off into the trees. Amazing. Wow. This is so pretty. I just had a fudge, chocolate fudge brownie Cliff Bar. I never really had one of those. Just left popcorn and sundae back at that water source. So beautiful. Little golden trout swimming around in it. Just frolicking. My goal for the day, excuse me, is to get to Marie Lake. It's one of those big 2-part lakes with a little, excuse me, I just smoked, with a little island outcropping in the center of it. I just horked it up a gnarly climb. And it's all flat. Between here, where I'm walking, and that lake where I want to camp tonight, which is only 5 miles away, and it's only 3:30, but between here and that lake is Selden Pass. And Selden Pass is at 10,913 feet. No big deal. Really, actually it's not. So I'm gonna hork it up and over. I don't know where Popcorn and Sunday are gonna camp tonight. I'd like to camp with them, but I'd rather get closer to VVR. Oh man. The Tuscan gelato that I got from the Res in Independence, very smooth, not that coffee-ish, coffee. Lower grade bag appeal and smell appeal than the cereal milk I got from Pals in Bishop. The cereal milk has a little more coffee. It's warm. Hear that cicada? Oh, hear that cicada, mate? Sam summer. Once I get to that lake, it's 12 miles to VVR. But I don't know if that includes the 4-mile Blue Blaze to get from the PCT into Vermilion Valley Resort. There's a ferry you can take over the lake that you basically walk along to get from the PCT to VVR. But it only runs at 9 a.m. and 4:30. So I'm gonna be, if I walk there, I'll be in around 1 or 2 p.m. So, or earlier, so I'm walking. But I might take the ferry out. It's $20 for the ferry ride, but they literally trailer the ferry in from lower elevation. And like, it's iconic. So, glad to be off that rocky trail though. I'm walking in sand at over 10,000 feet. This feels like, it looks like the desert. A little rocky, but it's cool. The wind is very cool. Alpine cool. Whoa. Sick lake. Damn. Oh wow, this is a woody lake. Got a little mini log jam. Always look for the log jam in a lake. I don't see any fish yet. This is like Lake Sally. Lake Salamac. Y'all ever seen The Fighting Temptations? Oh, you gotta watch it. Beyonce, Mike Epps, Cuba Gooding Jr. I mean, Mike Epps is cool, but Beyonce and Cuba are satanic Hollywood pedophiles. Whew. I wanted to jump in a lake, but this one looks a little grungy for my taste. There they are. There they are. Hi, babies. Those aren't Goldens. Those are brown trout. Maybe. Ooh, they're hiding down in there. Beautiful. I gotta pass this lake and one more, and Selden Pass is right off in that direction. It's just after 4 p.m. Less than 3 miles to the next lake over Selden Pass. So even if I go like 1 mile an hour, I'll be at camp before 7. All right, let's do this. This is just picturesque, dude. Look at it. So now to run to Norton. We're surrounded by water. I swear to God. Sorry, no. I disavow. Sorry, God. I swear. If you're subscribed to my channel, watching my videos, and you don't watch the Big Ledge show yet, shame on you. What's up, guy? This is Heart Lake. Deep. I'm inclined to swim, but it's actually kind of brisk up here, and I just don't feel like drying off. I've done a lot of miles. I just want to get to camp. A little bit of snow. And that is Selden Pass, mate. Don't see no fish in this lake. Rocky. One of those little glacial ponds. Yeah, bud. Oh, it'd be perfect to swim. It'd be so cold. All right, trail goes around the right side of the lake. Let's go. Oh, that breeze is cold. Woo. All right, 5:20 p.m. and I'm bundled up to stay warm after my little bath. I couldn't resist. I didn't really want to jump in a lake because I didn't want to get full wet. I wouldn't be very warm, and I like to be dry at bedtime. But kind of needed a bath. Wanted to wash my skivvies, go into town clean-ish, unless I find some more water to jump in tomorrow. Just wanted to be clean. I like to be clean out here, man. I am 0.5 miles away from the top of Selden Pass, and 1.5 miles away from Lake Marie, or Marie Lake, one or the other. Well, it's same difference, different, same. And, so ready to be in camp. Yeah. Yeah. It's just so beautiful. It's crazy. Each one of these passes so far, it's had its own personality and sort of vibe. What's the word? Ambiance. What's the word? Will come to me later. This one, it's just got these epic, gorgeous lakes and little meadows leading up to it. This trail so nicely put together, manicured, well trod, but it's like not a tall pass, and it's practically the top, so it's not so much been up and over this drastic pass saddle in the mountains. This one's more of the environment of Selden Pass. This is really spectacular. If you wanted to camp up here, that's where you do it. Wow. Selden Pass, folks. Oh my gosh. Those are the lakes I'm gonna camp at down there. Just gotta give her a little bit of snow first. All right, well, that snow is only about 75 feet long. Just enough to make my two big toes hurt. Look at this though. I'm in a bit of a complex mud. Wow. Look, I can see the trail. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Whoo! Let's go. Camp, I can literally see where I'm gonna camp. Oh. Well, it's 6:02 and I've reached Marie Lake. That was really not that big a deal coming down from there. There were a lot of snow patches that were avoidable except for like one, but my toes hurt so bad because like the rest of me is warm. My toes are as cold as if I've been standing in snow for like 3 hours. And I know what that feels like because my socks are wet. And I didn't bust out my neoprenes because I wasn't gonna be on snow that long. So my feet can't air dry. They're surrounded by just wet, bloody wet sock. I don't want to take my socks off because I'm trying to let those hot spots under my straps heal. It has been a long day. Tell you what, walking into camp with cold toes, NBD. Because I think this is gonna, I don't know, I'll check the mileage in camp. But I'm so proud of myself for how far I've come today. Crossing that pass was just a big goal, and it wasn't easy. It's mentally challenging, but I pushed. I feel so good because of it. Beautiful. This is the outlet for Marie Lake. And these pesky little snow patches are just popping up right conveniently in the middle of the trail. So I've skirted around all of them I can. And right now, I'm just camp patrol. Camp patrol! Patrolling for a campsite. All right, we're looking at camp for the night. Kind of wet, kind of muddy, just tired. I'm ready to be done for the day. And there's just no marked campsites that are good anywhere that are really that dry. It's still light out. I'm gonna keep going a little further. I'm a determined hiker. Sure, I'm tired. Sure, I need to apply a little chafe cream. Sure, my feet are wet and cold. Sure, my shoulders hurt. But gosh darn it, I'm gonna keep on trying. I'm gonna find a dope campsite. Gorgeous country though. And despite if I'm tired or not, the further I walk, the closer I'll be to VVR in the morning. Ugh. Dude, I'm so sick of walking. Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna go camp back there. Actually, I may have found another spot. Right here. Literally 12 feet from the trail. Nice and flat. Grass. It's dry. There's birdies up in the trees. There's water streaming down the trail. Fresh melt runoff. It's right before the sun sets. And because it's so close to the trail, I can just roll out of bed and hike in the morning. Stoke. Dude, major shout out to that gal Pika again, because she also gave me a backpacker's pantry. 3 cheese, mac and cheese. So I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna cook the rest of my Knorr pasta side, Knorr rice side, mix them together. Ooh. It's gonna be a good dinner. Thank you, Pica. That's soaking. Here's the rest of my Knorr. And just straight butter tortillas, dog. It's like nesting night after night. Like my feet are warmer without socks on, and the sun is down past the horizon. My emergency stash! Oh, I can't feel my toes. Can't even feel my toes. Oh. This is actually the coldest my toes have been this entire hike. And that's saying something. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yes. I have so many mosquito bites. So, my cold toe suffering has paid off. The only way it's really paid off is that I only have one article of clothing that needs to dry by the fire, and that's my socks. My tights and my underwear are already dry from my little dip in that little creek, that little runoff. So, there you go. If you're watching and you're like, why wouldn't he have just put his neoprenes on? Because that's lightweight, baby. Suffer to save weight and hassle. This also doubles as my pillow since I don't have an inflatable pillow anymore. That is the end of a gas can. End of a gas can. End of an era. I've lost track of how many days I've been out. Feels like maybe five days. I think, I don't know. I'll have to check. But, boom, baby. Full canister. Just, it's not worth stretching some stuff. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Whoa. You done well, boy. Whoa. There we go. It's not actually gigapower. It's a multitude of fuels that I harvested from a hiker box. I'm saving a lot of money, and I had to buy another flip fuel since I lost mine back at Aqua Dulce, and that cost $30. But I've already saved money on it. I've already saved money on it. So I just had my Nor rice soaking in a little bit of water and butter, and I'm just heating it up to finish it off. And I've had that 3-cheese mac and cheese that Pika gave me, and I'm gonna mix them together. I'm just heating this up. If she didn't give me that, I was only gonna have like one cup of hot food tonight. I was gonna have bars and snacks, but bless her heart. The trail provides. God provides. God sent her to me. Yeah. And I like to think that things like that happen because, hold on. Shit. Scald it. I put butter in here, damn it. Now I'm just wasting fuel. Whew, close one. Ouch. Ooh, close one. Sometimes just like one little scald can just ruin an entire pot. Anyways, I like to think that because I was internally committed to a long push and like not gonna like give in, that that was the blessing. It was like, hey, you know, there you go. If there was any possibility that I wasn't gonna make the push over Selden, then maybe that blessing wouldn't have befallen me. I don't know. Let's see how that looks. Looks like mac and cheese. Fuck me, I'm just scalding this. It's probably done. It's fine. And what's gonna be the best way to do this? Well, I could have put more water in there. Shoot. Stir that ish up. Carefully, carefully. Nice. Look at that. Wow. My pot hasn't been this full in a minute. See, there's little chunks, like I didn't put enough water in. It's a fine line with the backpackers with the freeze-dried meals. There we go. But I think this is gonna be so good. It won't matter. I'm freaking hungry as heck. Hungry as, ow, shoot, hungry as hell. Hell yeah, dude. Excuse me. Let's go. Oh, man. Dinner time, baby. Well, that was a whole bunch of calories that I really needed, that I feel so much better after having. So, Pika, wherever you are, if you ever see this, I hope you do. Shout out. Shout out, Pika. She was a nice lady. She looked like she might have some German or Austrian in her. She had a large nose and very, very heavy crow's feet. Bright blue eyes. You know how some people, like, the bottom of their eyes goes like that? So, like, they just always look like angelic, like really bright-eyed. Yeah, that was, and maybe she might have been about my mom's age. Sweet gal. I was just getting water. She just came up out of nowhere, and then when she left, she just walked back over this little knoll. So maybe she was camping there. Who knows? But shout out, Pika. Shout out. I am about to mix up the last of my, this is Gatorade. I have about that much. It's about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna mix it up in half a liter of water, and it's gonna be so delicious. 12 more miles to VVR. Ooh. Oh, let me tell you, folks, this is what it's all about. This is living. Beautiful mountain sunset. Camp pitched. Tent pitched legit. Chilling on the Tyvek. Phone charging. Oh, a delicious liter of Gatorade that I'm just... Oh, it's so good. Socks drying. I'm warm. It's kind of smoky, so the skeeters are just gone and fucked off with themselves. Pardon my language. Ladies, children, I disavow. The only thing that could make this better is a spliff. And you know what? I have just what it takes to create one of those. I did 21.1 miles today and crossed a pass a mile before camp. Oh man. I know there's fools out here crushing 28, 30 mile days in the Sierras, but I think any faster than 20 a day, you're gonna miss out. I had a fantastic lunch with popcorn and sundae and Rambler. I saw some beautiful river. Gosh, beautiful river. I ate well today. Amazing. I'm just gonna cruise on into VVR in the morning. Oh. This is living. My socks. Look how dirty they are. Ooh. Ha, look at my footprint. Wow, my feet are getting so strong. I don't even have an archwear. Dang, the mud all stuck to the outside. That's sick. I'm gonna wear them tomorrow. Make sure they're dry all over. All up in the toesies. I'm gonna pound out some of that dust, dirt, Campfire is warm. Finally got a bed of coals, and I'm just kicking. I wish that I could. Oh no, that's a little. There's a little moisture left in there. Don't want no moisture in my socks. That one's good. No, a little bit left. Oh man, what a day! What a day! I went out. VVR tomorrow. Thanks to everyone watching. It feels weird to say that when my phone's in airplane mode, no one's around. I think I might be the only one in this little valley here. It's pretty cool. Stars have not come out yet. I'm gonna sleep like a baby. If I get up early though, I am gonna juke out and beat feet to VVR. There was one tent, pitched just before. It was a thru hiker tent. I could tell there was a bunch of people camped back at lakes. It's not Sally Mac. It's Sally Keys Lake. That lake that I wanted to jump in, but it was too grody. There was a few people camped there, but they looked like just like backpackers doing like, there was like maybe a few days. They had a big camp set up, big tents, not ultralight. Shout out to the non-ultralighters. Shout out. But then there was one tent, a Big Agnes copper spur. It's so crazy. We can all of us, we can tell tents. I'm a gear nerd anyway, so I'm like, that tent. Oh, that tent. It's like a car guy. It's like, oh yeah, I see you got the 2019 model. Yeah, the Sil Nylon. A little bit cheaper than the DCF, but solid shelter, solid tent. Anyways, and they were crashed out, it looked like. So there's one person definitely probably gonna stand a chance of cruising by my camp, but it was a good one. I'm calling it a night. I'm gonna roll out this campfire and get back to it tomorrow. Peace.